desert heat, we do whatever we can to conserve costs and keep cool. But when one family found a simple way to do that, their HOA said no way. Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears shows how a family seeking shade resulted in the newest member of our HOA Hall of Shame.
The sounds of kids who've got it made in the shade can be heard all around the playground at Aliante's Nature Discovery Park.
Jameson's looking good.
But not so much in the backyard of this Aliante home, less than a mile away in the Autumn Ridge subdivision. The kids who play here have to do it in quick spurts, then seek shelter from the sun indoors. The sailcloths that once shaded this backyard now sit in a heap after the homeowners were told to take them down.
And put up in 2011, and there were no complaints for over 3 years.
Everything was fine, and then suddenly it wasn't.
Everything was completely fine, and then when it wasn't.
The battle began. This is what it looked like when the Jackson family had their shade sails up.
I'm gonna haul myself up this rope.
Their son, Miles, an avid gymnast, scales a rope like Spider-Man in the shade.
He doesn't say much. He just used to come out and play every day, and now he doesn't do it except maybe at night, and that's it.
On top of the comfort factor, the shade sails provided savings.
Cutting our energy costs by over 10%, over $30 a month.
The sails are the same type, shape, and color as the ones in their community park. And check this out. We found the exact same type of shade cloth the association itself is using to cover this playground in one of their common areas.
But they're saying homeowners can't have them.
Why the double standard?
Because they're fools.
The first violation came in November 2014 for unsightly items being stored on the property in common area view.
This is nonsense. This is not a problem.
Attorney Bruce Flammy specializes in HOA law. We asked him to review the family's case.
Since they were there for at least 2 years with nobody complaining, what's the problem? Only the coyotes and the rabbits see these things, and they're not writing letters.
Look at the Jackson home on Google Maps. It backs up to an arroyo. Now look at these two pictures the HOA used to back up their violations.
You can't see in either of these two pictures what the association's talking about. In fact, it's not until somebody went back to that spot with a telephoto lens that you can see anything in the backyard. And so realistically, I think the only place you can see these things off the property are from this stalker paparazzi location or possibly from space.
The HOA ended up dropping that violation, but then in January, a new one for making improvements without prior written consent.
We went to a hearing. They gave us forms to submit in ARC with the Architectural Review Committee, and 7 days after they gave us those forms, the fines started.
And the fines continued every week, soaring to $300, even the homeowners say after they took the shade sails down. Flammy says they should never have been hit with the second violation. He equates the shade sails to triangular umbrellas, which would not require HOA approval.
It's almost as like they're spinning the big wheel of violations, trying to find something they can stick on these people. I think that's harassment.
The family argued to the board that state law requiring HOAs to allow outdoor shutters to cut energy costs should also apply to shade sails.
It's definitely in the spirit of the law. This is something that will reduce energy consumption, which should be a great thing for everyone here.
Plus, the CC&R state solar screens of black, gray, or tan color may be installed without prior ARC approval, but the HOA is having none of it.
These people should not be harangued and harassed. They should be celebrated. They've taken a step to make their home more cost-effective and energy efficient.
This is Association President Michael Breaux, pictured in the HOA magazine and writing about improved customer service. But when it came to answering our questions, he refused to talk, saying he's obligated to protect homeowner privacy, despite the fact that the Jackson family gave him full permission to talk to us about their case.
There's no privacy issue. There's no privacy to be protected. The board doesn't have any privacy interest in this particular instance.
Do you believe that their conduct should induct them into our HOA Hall of Shame?
Oh, they definitely belong in the HOA Hall of Shame.
The family filed a complaint asking the Real Estate Division Ombudsman to intervene. The state has accepted the case, which we, of course, will be following. Inducting Autumn Ridge at Aliante into our HOA Hall of Shame, Darcy Spears, Channel 13 Action News.